Hello, everyone. Welcome to Coaching Think Talk. So I am Life Coach Candee Teng. I am a professional co-actively co-create or CACC certified life coach and a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And this is coaching for mindful eating. So this coaching conversation is for people who sees food as life, but who are being challenged by what they eat which causes them physical, emotional, and mental stress. And my mission, of course, is to help 1 million individuals to become mentally fit, to heal and recover from their broken identity, broken name, and broken dream so that they can courageously journey outside of their comfortable lifestyle to live responsibly. So thank you for joining me live today. And please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. And please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. And of course, you may also give some shout out to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring message. So if you are watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. So I am streaming via FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. So if you are new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. And for this session, we will be talking about your eating cycle. So, what's your eating cycle? So, are you aware of your very own eating cycle? So, meaning, another way of saying this is your patterns in eating. So, when do you eat? What do you eat? Why do you eat? And so much more, no? So if you are aware of your eating cycle or if you have an eating cycle, go ahead and share this with me. So type in the comment, what are your eating cycles or what is your idea when you talk about eating cycle? So before I proceed, I would just like to greet Coach Sean. Magandang umaga. We have Coach Bevs. Hello. Great morning. Ayan. Okay, so just in case you're meeting me for the first time, so my name is Coach Candee Teng. Again, I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create certified life coach and a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And also, I am a proud scholar. I am a proud Master Builder Apprentice of Master Coach A, and we build tribe as we help your unstoppable dream to come true. I am a proud scholar of Master Coach A's Tribe Speak, a six-step to six-figure speaking career training program. And this is my community. So I am the founder and creator of When Comfort is Not Too Comfortable Coaching Community. And you can see here that it says you can either be comfortable with pain or pain with comfort. So life offers rewards and lessons for every choice that you make. So when we talk about comfort, it is not only limited to your physical comfort, meaning your comfortable lifestyle, but when we talk about comfort, it is as well your mental comforts, your emotional comforts. And oftentimes we do not see because of course when you want to grow, no, you want to expand, you want to keep on growing, you have to move out or you have to stretch your comfort zone, and oftentimes we find this very uncomfortable. That's why we settle for something that is comfortable to us, but we know that that is not already our season in life, and we know that you can do so much more. That's why it's pain comfortable with pain, or you are just staying there because you are just pained with comfort. So yung mga nakaka-relate, go ahead, hashtag relate. And of course, I am a proud coachee of Master Coach A. So we have been in partnership for 3 years now. And ayan, may story kasi to, mamaya ikukwento ko yung story, di ba? But I've been really working with Master Coach A in terms of my mental fitness, and of course she's our tribe's master coach, and of course of course she is my personal coach as well. So it's a very exciting I am live. I'm back. Okay, so again, my personal coach is Master Coach. I have been working with her for 3 years now, and I've been working with her in terms of my mental fitness. Ayan. Okay, so later on, I'll share with you my journey with Master Coach. Okay, just in case you want to connect with me, this is my Facebook page, Life Coach Candee. Of course, you can like and follow, no? And this is my personal timeline. So this is my only Facebook account. So if you see a name that has my face, or um a different name that has my face, or an account with the same name but a different face, or it can be known that it's the same name and same face, but it has to look like this because ito talaga yung personal account ko. Okay, so I invite you as well to join my group when comfort is not so comfortable coaching community. The goal of this community is to journey with you to become mentally fit so you can courageously journey outside, so you can journey towards living a life responsibly. So oftentimes, especially for people who are mentally challenged or people who have mental illness, it is very difficult for them to take responsibility of their actions, and the recognition and the awareness and mindfulness of their actions and the consequences of their actions. So this is something that I really want in my heart, no, to be able to journey with people, especially suffering from mental illness, to mentally empower them. And of course, I encourage you to like D Cup Coffee Republic. So this is where I am presently located. This is the library area, and D Cup Coffee Republic is the home. Ayan, may pumapalakpak, di ba? The home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And of course, we offer healthy and healthy na nutrilicious pa. So we offer nutrilicious food here, and every food that we serve here has a purpose. And of course, the very purpose of that is to help your mental health, because like coaching for mindful eating, every food that you eat has an impact on your mental health. So the food that we serve here, you can ask me, no, feel free to ask me, or feel free to ask Master Coach A on the food that we serve here. Ano nga ba yung mga impact niya when it comes to your, not only your physical health, but your mental health as well, because there really is. And of course, I invite you to become a blessing by sending someone a meal from the Cup Coffee Republic. So along with the meal, feel free to send a personal message, a message of love, a message of hope, a message of encouragement. So allow us to be a channel of blessing. So remember that the more, di ba, the more you bless, when you bless, the more you get blessed. Basta blessing, being a blessing is a lifestyle. Of course, we want to be able, our heart is really to be a channel of spiritual wealth, a channel of love, of healing, of light to each and every household as well, especially during this pandemic. So if you have someone that you want to bless, especially now that there's still physical distancing, no, we encourage you to remember them, send them some appreciation. So yeah, allow Decaf Coffee Republic to become a channel of blessing to your loved ones. So if you're interested, of course, I encourage you to connect with Coach Rizal at 0917-586-1661. Andiyan si Coach Iris. Hello, hello, Coach Iris. Hello, Coach Lynn. Magandang morning. So, as I begin, of course, I invite you to be intentional in getting your hashtag Pack My Bag moment. So, your hashtag Pack My Bag moments are key points, moments, words, sharing lessons that resonates with you. These are powerful truths that speaks to your heart. And for some, it even pinches your heart. So, masakit yung mga powerful realizations, usually may kirot yan, no? Okay, so when you get this, you usually say, I'm done, I got it, I got what I paid for. Ayan. Yung parang sold na ako, okay na ako. Okay, so of course, you can also, I encourage you to put your comments below your hashtag Pack My Bag moment as a comment below, mga ATM, no? So you get to share and be a blessing to digital learners in the space as well. And of course, I encourage you to share your hashtag Pack My Bag moment on your timeline so you get to bless other people, especially for those who needs to hear and see your aha moments. And of course, if you want to put a context so people will know where your hashtag pack my bag moment comes from, here it is. You can put hashtag coaching TikTok, hashtag mindful eating, and hashtag mentally fit Phil. Ayan. So, ayan. So, this is my story. So, ayan. Di ba? Ang cute ko. I'm a very, very healthy kid. Yan. So, during elementary, I am very healthy. In short, sa term ng ibang tao, mataba. Ayan. So, yan talaga siya. And I was bullied, no, for being mataba, for being healthy, for being fat. I was really, really bullied. And since then, I have associated my weight to as acceptance, to belongingness, to even self-worth, no. I have accepted, I have had that very clear mindset that for people to like me, for people to appreciate me, it has something to do with my weight. It has something to do with how I look. So it became very physical. So if you want to know more about this, no, this is a part of diet culture, actually. So probably I'll be discussing this towards the next few months, no, about diet culture and how it affects you. So yeah, growing up from elementary until I think it was high school, second year high school, that I started really becoming more intentional when it comes to my weight, and I started really to do all sorts of diet, no. Of course, I was not learned. I was not learned before. So I just did whatever I thought I can. So I would go on one meal per day, even when I was an athlete. Okay. So when I was an athlete, I do trainings after schools, and it was every day. But I'll just eat one meal, one big breakfast, and that's it throughout the day. So nag-extreme po talaga yung dieting ko. So I couldn't find any picture of high school, no, since nasunugan kami before. So I really couldn't find any picture. And before, di naman talaga uso, di ba, sa social media, the posting of picture. But I was a varsity in basketball, volleyball, table tennis, ayan. And I do tennis at the same time. So those were I was really, 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 really very active. And then after graduating from high school, I went into badminton. So this is me doing calisthenics. I think that was calisthenics, yeah. And that photo was a challenge. And actually doing that was easy for me. But there came a point in my time, actually around November 2009, when I gave birth to my daughter, no, and postpartum started to kick in, and I got myself diagnosed. I couldn't sleep for 3 months. I was not sleeping for 3 months. I was just doing power naps, but I was into regular activities, and I was honestly not eating well. But during that time, I thought I was eating well. Siyempre, di ba? Pamanindigan ko dati. But during that time, I thought I was eating well. And I got diagnosed with anorexic bulimic. Anorexia and bulimia. So it's a combination. So this is what I look like around 2009. Yeah. I think this was around November of 2009. Yeah. So I gave birth around May, and then yan na siya. And during this time, no, I thought I was fat. So I looked at myself as someone that is fat, and I keep on reaching for, alam mo yun, wala nga siyang target actually. The target was just to really keep on losing weight, keep on losing weight. And during that time, I really thought that I was fat. And looking at this now, um, I realized na konti na lang pala, no? I was really going downhill, and towards pagtitingnan mo, butot balat na siya. And tawag dito, when I was seeing this, I remember God's grace and God's faithfulness, because seeing this, alam mo yung konti na lang, I'm sure I'll end up dead. I'm honestly sure I'll end up dead. I'll just collapse. So if you know of models, no, celebrities who died from anorexic, so anorexia, it's really not something that's light. So it's something really to become aware of. And paano siya naging ganyan ka-extreme? Because it has, this is anorexia. So anorexia is when you see eating as making you fat. So you technically don't like to eat food, because when you eat, you feel that you're going to to get fat. Of course, because of that, your body gets deprived, no? And of course, when your body gets deprived, syempre gusto mo mag-binge eat. And after you eat, feeling mo syempre tataba ka. That's why therefore isusuka siya. Ayan. So this is me binge eating. So that's how I eat. So ganyan yung lifestyle ko before, no? And really, my mental health just plumped down. So this is just an area, an aspect of my mental illness. That's just a aspect of my mental illness because I was clinically diagnosed with multiple mental illnesses when I worked with Master Coach A, and inisa-isa po namin yung mga conditions ko. That's why we keep on working on mental fitness. So right now, um this is me. I'm malusog, like literally I'm malusog, but I'm happy. I'm really happy now. But then again, it is not an excuse for me not to work on becoming healthy. Like yung totoong healthy, the healthy in tamang BMI range, the goal that I really want in terms of fitness, no. It is not an excuse. So I am enjoying eating now kasi nga food is life. But then again, yeah, it's still a journey for me. It's still a journey for me on being able to become mindful with my eating. Kaya meron tayong coaching for mindful eating. That's why I am sharing with you. So mindful eating is simply your healthy relationship with food. It means you are being mindful, you are being aware of the process of eating. So when you talk about the process of eating, so if you're cooking your meals, if you're preparing your meals, so it goes from preparing your meals towards eating your meals and after eating your meals. So this is being mindful, meaning you are in so much focus, you are just in that moment. You are in the present moment. So if you are preparing your food, you are there. You're not thinking of anything else but preparing your food. When you're eating, you're just concentrating on the eating. Like I shared the components of mindful eating, like you're trying to go for the taste, how it feels in your mouth and everything, no. So it mindful eating just means it involves paying attention to the present moment. And in that case, it's eating. So you're just being mindful in the present moment on how you are eating. And of course, our topic for this session. So when you look at this, what first comes to your mind? Ayan, share with me what comes to your mind when you look at this. Ayan, di ba? May oras, there's a plate, there's an alarm, there's a time, there's a clock, okay? Hindi ko alam ang tawag just clock. Basta there's a clock. There's fork and there's knife. So what comes to your mind when you see this? Yeah, please share with me what comes to your mind when you see this. Ano ba yung natatak sa sa mind nyo? Is it time to eat? Is it, I know, I don't know. I probably, nalipasan ka na ba? 'Di ba? Kasi it's 2 p.m. So, is it time to eat? Is it your past, your, the lunchtime? So, whatever comes to your mind, go ahead and share this with me. So, the topic for this session is all about eating cycle. So, pag tinignan mo yan, talaga, di ba, cycle? So, everything in life is cycle. So, what is your eating cycle? But first, what's the importance, of course, of understanding what your eating cycle is? So, understanding the what. So, your eating cycle is actually the what, the when, the why, the how, and where of your eating patterns. So when you get to understand this, the what, when, why, how, where you are eating, it will actually help or permit you to be much more mindful of your eating now, in the present, and eventually in the future. So if you've never, of course, given thought to your eating patterns and choices, now is the perfect time to investigate them, to look into your eating pattern. So that's what we are going to discuss for this episode. So of course, if you're like me, no, probably you just eat. You just eat pag may oras kakain, no, and you've probably never thought about the what, when, where, why, and how you eat. So when you get to discover this, when you get to know this, of course, you'll become an expert on your habits because eating, like sabi nga, di ba, since you have an eating cycle, it as well forms an habit. It actually is a habit. It actually is a routine for you. And oftentimes you are very not mindful of this. And of course, when you become an expert on your eating habits, eventually your relationship with food, you get to have a more healthy relationship with food. Ayan. So yun yung goal natin in getting to know your eating pattern. So we have Mimi David. Hello, hello. Ayan. So ang sabi niya, it's time to eat. Ayan. Working in the industry means later time for lunch. Okay, okay. Thank you for sharing, Mimi. And welcome. Ayan. Yan. So, ayan, di ba, pag iisip natin, yan yung talaga, oh, oras na kumain. Ayan. So, let's go ahead and discover what's your eating cycle. So, you can see here, the food here, no, it's very healthy. It's actually egg sandwich and calamansi with chia. This is from the Cup Coffee Republic. Ayan. So, the first question is, when you eat, have you really asked yourself, bakit ka kumakain? Di ba? Why do you eat? Often na siya sabihin mo, gutom ako oftentimes kasi. But oftentimes, it's really because of the time. Because we associate a certain time for eating. Like, we all know if it's 12 p.m., it's lunch. Ayan. For others, 3 p.m., it's merienda. It's, for others naman, 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., it's dinner time. But have you really asked, why do you eat? Yeah. So why do you eat? So your immediate response might be related to hunger or of course just keeping yourself alive or kasi there's an association in your brain that if it's 12 p.m., it's lunchtime, it's 3 p.m., it's merienda, do you have just that association, that conditioning, no? But of course, when you get to understand really why you eat, you'd be surprised how many other reasons that you might have actually for eating. So you want to be able to make a list of all the reasons why you eat. So you can even ask yourself this question, no, before each snack or each meal for the next few days, and you can really track your answers. You can record your answers. Again, the purpose here is for you to understand your eating cycle, your eating pattern, and being able to record this, being able to track this is actually you becoming mindful of your own patterns, of your even yung iba, di ba, emotions. Why do you eat? Stress ba siya? Or ano, is it just you're out of boredom? That's why you're eating. So you want to be able to really assess, why do you eat? Yeah. So if you have an answer no on why do you eat, go ahead and share this with me. Type in the comment section. And then the next, of course, is when do you eat? Ayan. When do you eat? Do you eat at a certain time of the day? Like it's 12 p.m. Sabi ko nga, di ba? 12 p.m. kain na. I don't know in terms of breakfast though. Usually kasi breakfast it's more varied, but the 12 p.m. is signature talaga siya for lunch, and the 3 p.m. is for merienda and siesta. Ayan, mahilig tayo dyan. So, when do you eat? Do you eat at a certain time of the day? During certain activities, do you often find yourself eating when you are watching TV, when you are watching Netflix, when you are with friends? Do you find yourself eating kahit hindi ka naman gutom? Or when you're taking a break from work? Ayan. So when do you see yourself eating? And are there certain moods that trigger you to eat? So you want to be able to ask yourself, is there a certain mood that triggers me to eat? And for the next couple of days, again, track when you eat and notice the time of day and the general circumstances. So again, you want to be able, kasi kakain ka, di ba? Isang kain lang yan. So when you're there, ask yourself, why are you eating? Why are you eating? And you want to be able to just track this, record this. When do you eat? Ano yung time? Isama mo na yung time kasi may when, di ba? When do you eat? Are there certain mood? Do you feel something? Are you stressed? Are you emotionally down? Are you happy? It really depends. Are you angry? Ayan. So, are you sad? You're feeling down, you're feeling blue, or happy ka, kaya kumakain ka. So you want to be able to really track that down because again, the goal here is to find your eating cycle. And of course, next one is where do you eat? Saan ka kumakain? Ayan. Where do you usually eat? Where do you usually eat? Do you eat in the car? Do you eat in dinner table? Do you have like a favorite restaurant or a go-to place, no, where you always eat, or you like to eat in the couch, you like to eat in your room? So where do you eat? Ayan. So track this again for a week. So you want to be able to track all this that I'll be sharing with you. So hello, Coach Al. Magandang morning. Sometimes craving for a favorite food, Coach. Ayan. So you want to be able as well, Coach Al, no, to look into what's in the craving. Ano nangyari? Bakit biglang may craving? Is there something? Is there something that triggers your craving? Ayan. Is it something, is it related to your mood, or is it related to a situation? May nangyari ba? That's why you're craving for a food, for a certain food. Okay? Of course, so we have two more, no? So kaya natin to. Okay. Then the next one, if of course, is after knowing why you eat, when you eat, where you eat, you have to ask yourself, eto na, di ba? What do you eat? What do you eat? Does the time of the day, any circumstance, mood, location, and this, and of course, yung reason for eating impact your food choices. Maganda to. You want to really be able to look into this. Because oftentimes, hindi naman sa pare-parehas yung kinakain, no? But what makes you eat something? Like sinasabi nga ni Coach Al, di ba? Meron siyang kinikrave. Ayan. So you want to be able to look really into, because you know already the why, you know the when, you know the where. Now you want to see how it affects what you eat. Okay? So I'll be sharing guide questions. No, you can ask yourself, what foods do you like? So you want to be really becoming aware of the foods that you like. And of course, along with that, what foods do you dislike? Ito na. Ready na tayo dito sa next, ha? What is your favorite unhealthy food and why? Ayan. What is your favorite unhealthy food? Why? So I'll share with you, no, before I really have sweets. I really love sweets. Yan, sweet is life. Tapos ang rason ko dyan, because Candy yung name ko, I'm sweet. Joke. But honestly, before, there's certain transitions in my life. It really changes, but I can really see kung ano yung common sa kanila actually. So there was a season in my life that that the unhealthy, my favorite unhealthy food is really halo-halo. Yan, I had the season there. It's halo-halo, and then it transitioned to cake. So certain transition yan, months yan sa akin, usually months. Um, and then and then it came to chips, but certain chips lang yung hinahanap ko, salt and pepper, naturals. Ayan, may mga brand talaga akong favorite when it comes to unhealthy food. There's the Kettle brand, there's the natural, ayan. But it's really more of potato chips talaga siya. And then for this season, my unhealthy food is actually fries and ramen. Yes, instant noodle. Ayan. So, I'm sharing with you my favorite unhealthy food. So, why? It ano siya, yung sinasabi ni Coach Alno, it's because of the craving. But honestly, it has just something to do with my mindset. Ayan, may mindset ako. And if you really look into it, it's sugar kasi. It's carbs. So, it's another form of sugar that I'm really craving for, na mas mabilis lang ng konting mag-release compared to sweets. But right now, my palate really is not into sweets eh. So, hinahanap niya yung, it's the same eh. Pag sweet siya, carbs din siya. It's all carbs. Pag titingnan yung pattern niya, it's all carbs. So, I'm aware of that. So, I'm very, very aware of that. And yung why, I'm also clear with my why. So, the question is, again, what is your favorite unhealthy food and why? Ayan, I'd really love to read this from Mimi. No, I'd really like to honor her. So, I crave fruits for breakfast and water for cleansing. So, pre-work, ayan, may pre-work habit siya. Lunch is for recharging. So, she has rice meals with cooked veggies, snacks on nuts, seed cereals. So, DIY. Fruit tea, ayan, nadami siya. And chia, ayan. So, ang ganda nung ni no, she's very, very mindful, no? She's very mindful. And
there she said impulse eating during rest day, and she balanced it for the rest of the week. No? Pero I was antok sa work or yan, yan. So yeah, okay. So her favorite unhealthy food, asado style pares plus rice, basic inihaw na liempo, palm size chewy cookies. Dynamite! Ayan, gusto ko din yun. I really love dynamite as well because I love cheese. Ayan. Rice Krispies. And a lot of nuts and seeds. Marshmallow makes it unhealthy. Ayan, thank you, Mimi, for sharing. I really appreciate you. And then another question that you can ask yourself. Malakas ang ulan, kaya natin to. Are you more likely to eat poorly in the car than when you eat at home? Ayan, see, you want to be able to compare. So if you're someone, so I usually on the go, no? But syempre, doing mindful eating, tinatry na natin siya in lesson. Usually, I really on the go and I eat in the car. That has become my lifestyle. So, are you more likely to eat poorly in the car than when you eat at home? So, if you can see the difference, no, go ahead and list it down. Of course, the next one is, do you eat more junk food while watching TV? So while you're watching TV, ano ba yung mga kinakain mo? For some, chips, popcorn, ice cream, it really depends. No? Yung iba nagbi-beer, pulutan style, ayan, chicken skin, if you're eating those, ayan. So you want to be able to really look into when you watch TV, when you do Netflix, no, do you eat more junk food? You want to be able to look at it, of course. And then you can ask yourself also, do I eat better in the morning or at night? Saan ka mas ganado kumain? Ako usually I have more appetite in the night, during the night. So ako, yun ako. Okay, that's me. So I don't know with you. So go, if you have something, go ahead and share it with me. And then the next, of course, is, do you eat better when in good mood versus bad mood? Ayan. So you want to be able as well to see when you are in good mood, what do you eat? And when you are in bad mood, what do you eat? Yan. And then, of course, do you eat better when you're alone or with others? Mas ganado ka ba kumain? Pag may kasama o nag-iisa ka, ayan. Do you eat better when you're alone or with others? Next is, do you eat better at home or at a restaurant? And of course, lastly, notice when you're most likely to eat nutritiously or not. So you want to become honest, really, with yourself in assessing, do you eat nutritiously or not? Yeah. And of course, last one is, ask yourself, how do I eat? There are many ways to eat the same food, of course, di ba? We all have different eating habits, basta we all have different ways of eating, no? Eto, do you eat quickly or slowly? Now, for me, I'm very notorious with eating quickly. Naka times 10 yung chewing ko. It's really, really fast. I get to chew my food, but it's just so fast. Ayan siya. Parang di mo siya nakikita. And my friends usually call me piranha. Kasi nandiyan yung food, mamaya lingon sila, pagbalik nila wala na yung food. So, do you eat quickly or slowly? And then you want to ask yourself, of course, do you normally eat alone or do you eat with others? It's part of the eating cycle. And then, do you eat small bites or do you eat large bites? So in my case, it's always large. Kasi um I have been trained to finish my food quickly. Kung hindi, may palo ako. That's how I grew up. So you want to be able to really look into that as well. Okay? So do you eat um do you do you eat small bites or large bites? And do you pay attention to your food or are you daydreaming? Alam mo yon? Are you there when you eat the food? Nandun ka ba talaga sa taste niya, sa texture niya, how it feels in your mouth? what it brings to you, ayan. Or are you daydreaming? Are you thinking about something else? Ayan, iniisip mo ba si crush? Iniisip mo ba si work? Iniisip mo ba yung fur kids mo, yung mga aso mo, yung pets mo? It really depends on you. So the question is, are you paying attention to your food or are you paying attention somewhere else? So if it's somewhere else, go ahead. Since this is tracking, no, you want to be able to know your patterns, your cycle, you want to be able to really list them for you to become aware and mindful. Next is, do you eat for enjoyment or for health? Ayan. So pag food is life, so in my case, no, it's a combination of both. Do you eat for enjoyment or for health? Is it just trip mo lang kumain ng certain food? It's a certain time? Or is it you're really becoming mindful na tipong, I just want to eat this because of health. Ayan. So you want to be able to look into it. Then, do you take many small drinks during a meal or you gulp? Ayan. So you want to be able to ask this to yourself as well. You want to be able to assess this. And of course, lastly, do you eat one food on your plate until it's gone before moving on to another? A very very good way of assessing this is actually in ano no in buffets. So are you someone who gets everything tapos one sitting done, or isa-isa muna? You do one food first, you finish a plate and then go for another one. Ayan. So again, you eat one food on your plate until it's gone before moving on to another one. So again, for you to be able to know your eating cycle, you want to be able for a week, track this down. Why do you eat? When do you eat? Where do you eat? What do you eat? And how do you eat? As you get to track this down, of course, dahil may when, no, you want to be able to really put there yung time, ano yung mood mo, ano yung feeling mo, and what you eat. And then from there, 1 week, then I invite you to connect with me. Let's discover ano yung nakikita mo sa eating patterns mo. Of course, because your eating cycles, your eating patterns actually has become a habit for us that we are oftentimes unaware of, that we are oftentimes unmindful for, that it creates something no towards our physical health. It may become unhealthy for us. It may become unhealthy for not only in terms of physical health, no, but on your mental health as well. So before I end here, I'd like to share a quote by Matt Cartwright. Unhealthy eating habits cause major health problems such as diabetes and heart disease, and can also lead to food insecurity, disrupted eating patterns, and low self-esteem. Oftentimes, food is very much associated with esteem, with worthiness. So you want to be able to look really into your cycle habits in order for you to see what goes on your mind, what goes on to your emotions. Because becoming an expert on your own eating habits and methods is a great practice for paying attention, of course, to your eating. It's not only very informative, but it's much easier to eat well and maintain a healthy weight if you know the times and circumstances in which you're most likely to eat nutritiously or give into unhealthy foods. And of course, knowing your motivations for eating is important too, because I'm sure you'll be surprised by what you get to learn if you go through this process. With just 1 week, it will do so much for you. So with this information, of course, you'll be um in a much better position to eat properly, because you become aware, you get to eat more, you get to eat more properly, and you get to, of course, as you eat properly, you get to maximize and improve your health as well. And before I, of course, and no, I like to invite you to avail of this mindful eating. This is a coaching bundle. So this is what I am going through, no, with Master Coach Aid, and this is just so it's a coaching bundle. It's a self paced. It has both a worksheet and a guide, no. That it's really for education. And what I have been discussing is actually a part of this mindful eating coaching bundle of Master Coach A. So you can get this. Um,
for I think 1,000, no, for a purchase of 1,000 here at Cup Coffee Republic. So you get to eat nutritiously, and then you get feel to feed your mind as well. So you get to in getting this, you actually become an expert on your own eating habits and methods. And this is a great practice, of course, for paying attention to your eating. Ayan. Aside from being informative, this allows you to become mindful and really you get to know yourself in a deepest sense. And if you are someone who is being challenged by eating, when you see eating being challenged, like in my case, I have eating disorder. This is not meant for um intervention. When you have an eating disorder, you need to have someone, a mental health service provider, to work with you, because hindi it's not as simple as the issue is not as simple as eating, because there are patterns involved that you need someone to journey with you. So if you're someone like that, who you think, no, you are suffering from eating disorder, I really invite you to connect with me. Connect with me and let's journey together. Allow me to journey with you. And of course, if you're someone who's looking for, of course, awareness and prevention in terms of um, being healthy, then I invite you, of course, to get this, because you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed how learning this can really transform you, and going through the worksheets is very, very helpful to you. Okay, so as I end this conversation again, of course, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional life coach. So if you are not yet a smart holder of Be Learning e-card, let me invite you personally to become a mental model collector. So I am a proud mental model collector. Ayan, card ko nga siya, di ba? So like become a mental model collector like us and be part of Be Learning Society, which is the 10th maker of Be Learning Homes for Mental Fitness. So as a Be Learning e-card holder, so yung B stands for brain. So brain learning to. So Be Learning e-card holder, you'll get to enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Cup Coffee Republic. You get a full access pass to the live monthly mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, plus a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So if you are new to the concept of mental model, a mental model is actually an explanation of how something works. It is a concept, a framework, or a worldview that you carry around in your mind to help you interpret the world and understand the relationship between things. And mental models are deeply held beliefs about how the world works, and why mental models are, of course, important. It is because by learning about mental models, you get to build up your trunks, as in yung trunk ng puno, no? You get to build your foundations. You get to really grow deep of your knowledge that you can use for the rest of your life. So mental models are a critical category of knowledge that gets more relevant over time and can be applied across a wide array of different domains. And I'm loving, of course, Be Learning Society, the mental model master classes, and becoming a mental model collector, because I get to understand more how my brain thinks, and how my brain responds, and what are the things that are needs improvement in terms of the way I'm thinking. And since there are mental models that is equivalent to that, I can use that mental models to improve myself, to allow myself to grow. So that's really the beauty of it, of course. And when you get to talk someone and you get to identify their mental models, the mental models that they hold on to, of course, it makes relationships better, it makes communications better. So the next mental model masterclass is on August 21 at 7 p.m. and Master Coach will cover the polymath mental model. So you get to learn how you can combine skills and become the superstar in your field. So when you talk about polymath, if you heard of the jack of all trades and master of none. So this is part of the polymath. Ayan, or yung unknown, yung yeah, it's really this one, no, like the jack of all trades, master of none. What is the mental model behind it? And does it, ano talaga ba siya, is it really negative, or can you use something about, can you use this to your advantage, like how Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Richard Feynman, Ben Franklin, Thomas Edison, Leonardo da Vinci, and Marie Curie use this, how to be like them in your own terms. So this is what polymath is all about. Ayan. And this is very exciting. I'm very, very excited with this. So again, learn how you can combine your skills and become the superstar in your field, and discover why polymaths will win this 21st century. So please, I invite you to really register now. Connect with me or connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 to know more about this. And now for individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A now offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So I am part of batch 1 or class 1. So this is a comprehensive approach to learning and mastering life coaching as an active process of creating a new path to achieving results in life, so that success is inevitable in every coaching relationship. So this includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with Senior Coaching Team. So the program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Rizal to 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities awaiting for you in this very, very fulfilling profession, which is actually the second fastest growing profession in the world today. So I invite you and do join us for another coaching conversation later with Coach Cherry for coaching for leap formation at 2 p.m. and Coach Rizal for coaching for purposeful living at 4 p.m. So once again, thank you for joining me. So this is Life Coach Candy Tang from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk, because coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us in the Philippines. Love bam boom, love bam boom, love bam boom. Bye bye.